Person who's gonna sit here and manual human review this video. This is Airsoft, there's no real guns. This is done on a field to test where you shoot these kind of Airsoft replicas. No one is in danger, all the safety precautions are taken. So there's absolutely no worry. Everything is done in a safe environment and there's no real guns. Thank you.
Kaslab, we want to see the test.
The fuck are you doing here? What the fuck? God damn, I'm getting old. What the fuck? Another day. I'm about to edit the video. I definitely need some energy drink. For fuck's sake. Okay, we will do the test. Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. I want to say a quick disclaimer. I am not a tech. I do not claim to be a tech. I am no way near a professional airsoft technician. I try my best to share the information I have got. Enjoy the video. Okay, so it's about time we're gonna look at this Maxx pop-up unit. They have released a new one, a new updated version of the old one. If you guys remember this one, this is the old version of the M4W. It's for the MTW. They also released another version. This is the MGW. It's for gas barrels and buckings. This is not what we're going to be talking about today. So I want to show you guys what is new in this version, what it offers, what it can do. Then we're doing a shooting test that you will see after this. I will compare a little bit of things here so you guys can see. So the new version comes in new packaging. Not that it does much for performance, it just looks way more professional and it looks better. Let's open up. You get a bunch of new things now. You get shims. This is 0.1 millimeter shims. These shims so you can shim your hop-up unit. So it will fit with a bunch of more different setups with magazines and barrels and a bunch of different things. I found that this is kind of finicky and it's a little bit difficult to do, but if you get the hang of it, you can do it pretty easily. But it does have a learning period to learn to use. Then we have O-rings for the barrel, obviously. They give you a bunch, but I've used all of them. This as you can see, this has already been opened. So, yeah, shims and O-rings. Then you get a brochure. The brochure is kind of big. I'm not gonna go through it, but it's very, you can pause it if you want to. Pause it and read if you want to. No, we don't want to read this. This is very confusing. There's a lot of different things. It shows where to put the shims, for example. It shows how you should put in the hub-up, like all the new, all the different kind of knobs, etc. and etc. Anyways, the brochure is very good. It's a big ass guide. It will help you with everything that you could ever want or need to know about the hub-up unit. And for beginners who's not very much into airsoft, I would advise you, even though you're gonna follow my guide or you're gonna see my hub-up test or this test, I would advise you to still check it out. Then we get the hub-up unit. You get the standard. You get a spring. You always get a spring with the M4W. It's a pretty good spring. I still use the stock spring. You can use this spring if you want to. It's kind of the same. Yeah, I just have it. Then you get the retention clip. Retention clip, like all retention clips are, it's just a retention clip. Seat in the barrel on your hop-up unit, so it doesn't smash around. Then you get a bunch of different knobs. In my video, I'll be using the same knob like I always do. Let's see, what is this one? This doesn't have anything in yet. You can put this one, I guess. Oh. Then we have let's see what kind of knobs. The metal knob. It's pretty good. It's pretty nice. I don't use this. I use R-hop. I use the flat knob that it comes installed with, because if I use this on an R-hop patch, it will break it 100%. Well, you get a bunch of different knobs. I don't know if you get more nuts. This, what I have, might be the pre-production. I don't know, so you guys might get even more. but if not, don't quote me on that. Now you get the hop-up unit, and you're like, what is so different? Well, there's a lot of different things, as you can see in the brochure. You can screw this off now, and I will show you real quick. You can screw this off. You can unscrew this, I will show you. Then there's already 2 shims inside it, as you can see here, 2 shims inside of the hop-up unit. This is how it looks. Then you can obviously shim it, as you have seen in the video already. This is how it looks inside. Can you see the knob? I don't think so. If I screw it all the way down, let's see here. You can see the square knob inside. Yes, you can see the square knob. There you go. I use the square knob, flat knob always. That's the one I use for my setups. I like it very much. It seems to be very good. It seems to be very efficient with a bunch of different setups. So it's just the most stable for me. So why wouldn't I use it? You can put as many shims as you need, I guess. I guess there's no real cap on it. Everything is so small in this. I got the hang of it now, maybe. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. You just screw it back on. You tighten it, but don't over tighten anything you do here. Over tightening can break things. This is very delicate stuff. There we go. This is tight enough. Now, as you can see here, you're like, what is different? Well, you see here? Look at this. Look at this little thing. This little thing right here. This doesn't have a screw on top anymore. It has an O-ring and it has this fastener, or whatever you want to call it. On the old Maxx, it has a incredible tiny screw that you need to use, that they use to give you a tool. This one, this tool is inhumanly small. It is tiny, like tiny. So they don't do that anymore. They're like, yeah, a lot of people lose their stuff. And you're like, how easy is this to get out? You can do it with a nail. I think so. Yep. Boom. Click it out. There you go. Take it all the way out. You see? That was very easy. Take it all the way out. Then you just click it back in. Boom. You're like, oh, that's going to fall out while it's in the gun. No, because you need to put force on it. It comes with the wings like usual. It has the wings. I take off the wings in my old MTW and I leave it for my new MTW. Now, that's kind of what you get in the packaging. You get the hop-up unit, you get shims and O-rings, and you get a very, very detailed guide. Remember, if you have issues, you should always use this. I know there's a lot of easy ways to get help, like asking on Facebook, but a lot of those Facebook groups don't know what they're talking about. So be very careful with that. Don't just ask something, because it might end up completely messing up everything you're doing, and that is not worth your time. Like, don't do it. I want to compare the knob on this, the old school, versus the new school. You're like, why would you want to do that? I have a theory, because I've already been on the field and tested these. With the old school, I only needed, how much? I think I need 7. I need to be on 7 to hit 80 meters. On this one, I need to be a 9, and 10 looks like it's max. Look, you see? Max here. 10 is max. I almost need to be on 10. I'm like a 9, 8-ish, probably 9. Which is very high. And you don't want to be doing that. So yes, but maybe it's a softer knob, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. Anyways, let's compare the knobs real quick. Since this is a new one, I want to show you guys something also, actually. Let's take this apart. This is the old one. This is the Triton setup. You guys remember the first setup that I did with the Maxx, where it went really viral and the video got a lot of views? This is the setup, Maple Leaf Super Macron. Oh, look at it, look at this coloring. That was used very well. This is the first one, the first hop-up unit that was ever used. Yep. Okay, let's try to put this on, because I've had some issues. Let's see here. The knob goes quite far down. It's on 0 now. Let's see if we can get this in without denting the knob. Let's see here. You see? You see here? You see? It's already been dented. The knob, you see here? It's being dented a little. You see here? It's folding. So you cannot put a barrel in this without taking the knob off. Maybe that's why they made this so easy to get off. So let's get this off real quick so we can compare the knobs. What is the best, what is the most soft or hard. Take this off, boom, easy as that. Make sure the spring doesn't fly to the moon. And the little O-ring stays inside of the hopper arm. Okay. Let's make sure we keep these things together. Oh, let's see here. This is the knob. This is the knob that I use on every single setup. It's a square knob. Sorry for my horrible nails. This is very, very, very soft. Very soft. And it might be a little bit bigger. Like it might be longer down, since now we can put the barrel in without rolling the bucking and without rolling the knob. Let's see here. Now we just put it in. This is what it's made for. Maple leaf. I love maple leaf. It's a great bucking. Maple leaf super macron. This is 60 degree, I think. I'm not sure if it's 60 or 70, whatever. But this works perfect. Now you can just install it, like the knob on top. But let's compare. Let's compare these two. Let's see how the knobs actually turn out. Are they the same? Are they not the same? I have both the knobs out now. This is the new one. This is the new one. Then we have the old one. New, old. The new one. This is gonna be difficult. Can I do this? This is old. It's not very squishy. It's not very squishy. It's very hard. This. Super squishy. Super, you see? Not as much. Super squishy. You see? Super squishy. Not as squishy. This is also way, way harder. So I guess my conclusion of saying the new hop-up unit comes with a softer and bigger knob, which means you need more hop than you would do with the old one, which is harder and a little bit not as big, not as tall. I don't know what to say, like not as tall or whatever. So yeah. But now when you have this in, you can see you can just install the hop-up unit back and everything is fine. Then you're not gonna bend your knob. So yeah, that's just a little tip to make it easier for you guys. If you want to install it properly without bending the knob, take off the knob first and then install the barrel. Yep, perfect. We turn it off. So guys, right now we are setting up for the test. We're testing my current setup that everyone has seen on my YouTube channel. We're testing my setup that I've been using for such a long time. And then we're gonna test the new Maxx hop-up, the M4W. It's kind of the same, but they changed a bunch of different things, which I will go over at home. So I will show in detail, obviously, how it is, what is the differences, and we'll see if it's better performance, it's the same, or if anything actually changed or not. So let's try to test that. Okay, so we're doing the first shooting test now. The first test is gonna be at 20 meters. 20 meters, then we're gonna try 50 meters, and then we're probably gonna try 70 to 80 meters. This is an assault rifle. This is a CKB rifle in Denmark. Let's check how hard it shoots. We are using 0.40 in this small one. I will check here 1 second. Let's shoot. Let's see. It's supposed to be 1.6 something joule, 165 joule. It shoots better with BBs in it. .175 joules. 175 joules is what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be shooting at today. I'm not gonna change everything now. Right here on the field, it's not as easy. So, yep. Let's okay, it's filming. 20 meters. Obviously, I'm kind of shaking when I'm shooting. This is not very steady, so that's gonna show in the roll too. But we're doing here first 20 meters. Let's empty them. Let's shoot a little bit more BBs. Okay, I think that's enough to show in 20 meters. You guys can clearly see that I'm hitting the bullseye almost every time. So okay, so we are at 20 meters here. This is with my Umbrella Armory R-Hop. Obviously, there's a little bit flyers. That's because I'm shaking the gun. That's not because of the gun itself. So this is 20 meters with Umbrella Armory R-Hop and the old Maxx M4W. Let's go to 50 meters. Do you guys know about Nimrod BBs? That's my choice of BBs. When I have a really good replica like a Ferrari, I want to use the best too. Nimrod has given me a bunch of success. They listen to feedback. Once upon a time I said I hate it when they come in plastic bags. Now it comes in container. I said they break on impact, they change the formula. They just listen. If you want the best, get the best. All the way down here somewhere at 50 meters. It's actually 54 meters, 55 meters. But let's go up here. I will show you guys if you can even see from where we're shooting. It's pretty far away. Okay, let's see. All the way up there. You see the thing? Yeah, that's it. Okay guys, so we're doing now the 50 meters. It's pretty far away, so if I can hit it, that's great. But obviously, like the last test video you saw, we were hitting at 75 meters. So we should be able to do the same stuff now. So yeah, let's get to shooting. Let's try a little full auto. I'm not sure if it works. It works. Very nice. It's a hand-sized target, which is kind of impressive. So let's check here. But clearly we are still hitting bullseye. 55 meters actually. So yeah, 55 meters. Umbrella Armory R-Hop. 0.40s at 1.7 joules. Great success. And this is the old Maxx M4W. Okay, we have it set up at 80 meters here. Let's see, all the way down here. Very fucking far away. I cannot even see, but yep, 80 meters. Okay, we are at 80 meters now. All the way down there. You can probably not see the camera, but 80 meters. Let's see if we have any success hitting it. If we don't, you will never see the video. I'm kinda afraid now. Well, this time we're gonna use the magazine. I'm literally too shaky. I'm like this with the gun, and at 80 meters, it means it matters a lot. It's annoying. Okay, I'm very happy with that. Okay, we're down at 80 meters now. I don't know what BBs are like. I imagine all these BBs you see here, that's probably from when it was stock. I obviously cannot see when I'm not using a scope. But at 80 meters, we had a pretty high hit rate, I would say. Okay, so I'm gonna change the old Maxx here to the new Maxx real quick on my Umbrella Armory R-Hub. Let's see how it performs. We're gonna do exactly the same test, see if it's better, worse, or just the same. Doing these videos is a lot of work, and there's a lot of setups I need to test. We're testing normal Maxx, new Maxx. We're testing Silent Industries Alpha hub-up unit. We're testing the CNC hub-up unit by Wolverine. Maybe the plastic, I don't know yet. But it's a lot of work and a lot of effort. And I hope you guys will enjoy the videos, because these tech videos truly take a lot of time and a lot of money. So if you want to support the channel, remember, in the description you can be a sponsor of the channel. It says you get a bunch of benefits, but there's no benefits really than helping me with my airsoft addiction. Or you can, there's a PayPal link where you can donate to me also. Everything goes to a channel, and the BB and the airsoft addiction. So yeah, anyways. Okay, now we're gonna do the first test with the Maxx. Let's see how it turns out. I'm very hopeful. I hope it's gonna be very good. It's hopefully gonna be better or not, I don't know. But now we're doing it 20-25 meters ish, something like that. Is it on? Yes. Camera is playing. That's pretty good. Obviously I'm shaking when I'm using the gun, but yep. Well, that's pretty good. Let's see the result. Here we are. Of course, it's gonna hit at 25 meters, 20 meters, or whatever it is. So it's a great result. I'm very hopeful for like 50 and 80 meters. So yep, let's see how it turns out. As you can see here, all the way down there, that's where we're filming. And now here we're back at 50 meters with the new Maxx hub-up unit. Let's see how it does. I'm kind of scared how it does, because obviously I want Maxx to be happy about the results and how everything turns out. But we also need to be honest with honest feedback. And I know when companies send a lot of things to a lot of people, a lot of certain people that usually gets a lot of free stuff are usually not very honest with their tests. So we need to do that. We need to be honest, because otherwise Maxx gets feedback of me just saying, oh my god, this is the best stuff I've ever tested in my entire life, it's so good, when that might not be the reality. And it's the exactly same setups, it's the same stuff, so it should be the same. Okay, we're doing 50 meters now with the new Maxx hub-up unit. Let's see how it turns out, how it deals. Hopefully it's gonna get a lot of hits, then we can be happy. Let's see. Well, let's see how it turns out. Let's go and check on the thing. This is the result at 50 meters. Let's see here. This is new. I don't know obviously else what hit, but let's go to 80 meters. Okay, now we're setting up for the last test with the new Maxx M4W at 80 meters. Let's see how it does. Hopefully good. If not, you'll see. So yeah, I'm gonna do the shooting test now at 80 meters. Let's see if we can do it. Need a little bit more hot. bit more hop, I think. It's the exactly same setup, just with a new hop-up unit. With the new hop-up unit, I am at 9 hop, and at the old I had 7. So I don't know if they changed something, but yes, we will see the results when we get home. Okay, we are at the 80 meters now with the new Maxx hop-up unit. Let's see. It looked like we have 1 hit directly right here. I obviously don't know about here, but it sounded like we had a little bit less hits. I'm not sure, I cannot say. We will see in the video, but yeah, let's talk about the results when we get home. Now we're gonna go home, we're gonna check the results. I obviously have a bunch of results and I cannot just check at the field what is good and what is bad. So when I get home, I will sit down, I will edit it together, I will check the results. Anyways, I have to thank number 1 Hardball for letting me use his field. He's always very kind, so it's very nice. He's been here from the very beginning of my channel, and I hope it's also helped his field a little bit. Anyways, let's get home and check. Okay, YouTube, we're about to do the very important thing. We're about to do the results we have to compare. We have to compare the old versus new. And I'm gonna go through the results. First 20 and 20 meters, old versus new. 55 meters, old versus new. 80 meters, old versus new. Anyways, let's compare the results. Okay, as you can see here, at 20 meters, okay, the old one is gonna be on this side, the new one is gonna be on this side. I'm not sure how it's gonna be set up like graphically, but we'll find a way. As you can see, they're kind of they're pretty much the same. You can see on this one, there's a little bit BBs all over the place outside, but as you can see in the shooting test right here, I am not hitting outside of it. It's just because I'm doing all kinds of stuff and I used the box to a million different tests during the day. Maybe I should have brought like 10 different boxes so I could use for each shooting test, and that would have made it less faulty, but you can see in the video right here, you know, how it actually is shooting. Then you can see the old one. The old one got absolutely destroyed in the bullseye. I feel like they kind of performed the same. The old one, I had to adjust real quick to work at 20 meters properly, because I was set up to shoot like very long. I was doing some crazy range testing with like some ballista, you can call it, and obviously that's not how you're not gonna hit anything close. But the old one here is fine, the new one is fine. To me, it honestly looks like the exact same result pretty much. You can see grouping is within the target. I shot more with the old one than the new one, but if you compare the grouping exactly like how it is right now, then the grouping on the new one is tighter than the old one. So if you just go from that in the results, the new one is performing better. Okay, let's get to 55 meters. At 55 meters, it's kind of different. The new one won at 20, but the old one wins at 55. As you can see here, the old one has a bunch of BBs stuck inside of the shooting target. And I had a lot more hits on 55 meters with the old one than the new one. And it's the exact same setup, umbrella armory, R-hop, the R-hop barrel. I think the new one actually works better with maple leaf, super macron. Like 7 degrees, 60 degrees. I actually think it works better with that, but there's going to be a different shooting test where I'm comparing every single thing. But you will see in the future. You will see in the future. Calm down, calm down. But 55 meters, the old one performs better. It had a better consistency. It got down to range more consistent. There was less flyers. It just performed better. Maybe the old one has been shot in. I don't know if you can shoot in a knob. I don't know, man. like the old knob has been used a lot, and maybe it's set, it's used, it's like maybe it's set to be the same. I don't know. That can mean something. So the old one wins here at the 55 meters range. Then let's get to the 80 meters. The 80 meters is where it gets kind of interesting. On 80 meters, I was hitting more consistently with the old one, but I had more accurate shots with the new one. There was less flyers again here with the old one, but the new one had better hits. I had some really good hits on the target, as you could see in the video. I'm sorry, it's very difficult to show 80 meters, and the field I went to shoot with the background, it was a very bad, like it was flawed. I shouldn't use that for the shooting test, but here we are, now we're doing it. I will do a completely different video in the future with something completely else. You guys will see, it'll be very interesting actually. But here it's kind of up. If you count the amount of hits, the old one wins. If you count the precision, or you check which one had the most accurate shots, then the new one wins. So it's kind of up in the air what wins. I would honestly, to the new one, I would let it win 2 out of 3 of the test. The old one would win 55 meters, while the new one wins 20 meters and 80 meters. If you're only counting pure shots and hits, the old one wins. But if you count the most accurate shots, the new one wins. It's kind of weird, and I'm not sure why, because it's the same setup. But as we went over way early in the video, sorry, like this has been very long. No, I'm not sorry. You guys want to see this kind of stuff. But as we see, this is a new one, for example. The new one has a way softer knob. The knob is different. The knob might be a little bit bigger. I'm not sure. I think it has a softer knob. I've been trying to get in contact with Maxx a lot, but they're very busy and working on a lot of really cool products you guys should wait for in the future. But this, the new one, I think it's a little bit different. It has different things because you can use shims now. You can do a bunch of things to this that you couldn't do to the old one, and that might mean that for me to get the very best result, I need to shim it more, I need to put more care, I need to put more time. And honestly, I just put a couple of shims, I tested, okay, does it feed? Okay, it feeds. So maybe I could get even better results with this than I already have, because the insoles are impressive. Like, I'm getting really good hits, I'm getting accurate hits, I'm getting good shots, like, it's shooting good. But it just happens that the new one only wins 2 out of 3, and if it won 3 out of 3, that would be even better. But it didn't. Would I recommend the new hop-up unit? Yes, I would. It's way easier to use. If you think about that, you have to remove the knob to install the barrel and bucking. Easy peasy. They also did so you can just pull out the pin. It's super fast. There's way more options. It's gonna feed with way more different buckings. It's gonna feed with a higher variety of magazines and buckings, and it's gonna fit with different barrels. There's a bunch of different things they have eliminated, so it's gonna work better. But with customization, it doesn't always mean it's better, because a lot of customization means that people will make mistakes, and people who don't know what they're doing will do a bunch of different things, so this might perform worse. So it's way harder to set up. Think about that. In the airsoft world, I can kind of see people like, they want more options, they want different choices, they want all these different things. But the more options people have, the more chances of errors people will encounter. And we all know most people wanna do their own stuff. Like, when I really get into airsoft, they want to do their own things, and that's completely fine. That's cool. That's fine. That's okay. Like, cool, man. Do it yourself. But then you have to deal with the results. They might not be as good as if a professional tech did it. And that's just how it's gonna be. That's something you're gonna have to deal with. So the more options doesn't necessarily mean it's better. If I have to say what I personally like myself the most is the old one, because it's just plug and play, poop. works, it's fine. It was absolutely amazing. That's what got some of my videos viral and what made this channel. Like, I kind of built a channel, the MTW, the Maxx hop-up unit. Like, that helped me immensely in my channel. So that's, you know, amazing, and I love that. But if I'm thinking about, okay, do I really want to absolutely tune my MTW to perfection, sit down, take a couple of days, and just go completely nuts with everything? Then the new one is way better, because it just has more options. More options can give better results. Can give better results. So yeah, I would recommend the new one. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was very informative. I hope I showed you a bunch of facts and a bunch of things you can actually use to something. I try to make these videos, and I don't care about how long they are. I make these videos so they will be an absolute complete guide to everything you will ever freaking need. And it's honest feedback. I'm not bullshitting. I'm not a paid actor. Like, I'm talking shit about things. I just said I would use the old one over the new one because it's just faster to set up on the field. But if I want the best results, I will use the new one. So I'm not you know, like, I'm saying what I mean. Like, I did the review on MTW, like the new one, and said, hey, the build quality is kind of meh, and the screws came loose and stuff. Like, I always share the honesty and my truth. I always share the truth. I'm honestly, truthfully sharing my truth, but I can honestly, truthfully also be wrong in what I'm saying. That's why everything what I say, you need to take with a gram of salt, and you need to be like, okay, what Kaslab is saying, does this make sense to me? And if it doesn't make sense to you, then sure, don't do it. Do whatever you want to sell. Do your own tests. That's completely fine. That's what you should do with any YouTuber, because there's a lot of paid YouTubers out here. They are sponsored by a bunch of brands, and they have to be, oh, I love all of these things about it, and then they don't go over what's bad. Like, the worst thing about this, to me, the worst thing for me is that I had to use more hop. This was an 8.5, 9 on the field. The old one is at 6.5 to 7. That's the worst part to me, and you're like, does it really matter? Not really, but then again, yes. It means that it leaves less fine-tuning of how I want my hop to be. It's hard to explain. I have hop-up videos where I explain how to set the perfect hop and all that stuff. You should go check those if you want to know. But how much you can tighten your knob actually matters. But then again, if you're saying, okay, what is max on this? The max is, what is max on this? Well, the hop-up unit. No, the max is 10 on this, and you're saying I'm using 9. Okay, well, I'm not using max. Well, I am using max. Okay, but I'm not using the maximum amount of hop I can use, so I still have more time to tune. But I found that this, because it's so soft, that I need more hop to hop the BB properly. If I don't use enough hop, let's say I use 7, then it doesn't hop. But then I go to 8.5 and it hops. Then I go to 9.5 and it completely overhops. So the range, instead of having this amount of range to choose, okay, within this I want it to hop. Then with the new one, I felt like I got this amount of range. But then I'm like, I don't understand why. I spoke a little bit with Max. I'm like, hey, yo, what is going on? I have less option to modify my MTW. They're like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What are you using? I'm using R-hop. They're like, nobody uses R-hop anymore. What the heck? I'm like, I love my R-hop from Rebel Army. It's literally, I'm sniping people's fingers at 50 meters. He's like, okay, have you tried with Maple Leaf? I'm like, yes, but have I? I was kind of embarrassed. I hadn't tried on the field with the new Maxx hop-up unit, so I went to go try, and the softer knob in this works way better with the new Maple Leaf bucking than the old one. You're like, what do you mean? Well, now I have a bigger range on this because it's so soft, so the knob doesn't just completely intrude down the barrel on 6 or 7 like it does in the old one. And this one, it has a way wider range. So if you're not using R-hop, this one will be a million times better. Like, it's just better. Like, it's literally just better. So should I just started the whole video by saying, so the new one is better if you're using Maple Leaf Super Macron. This will just be better than the old one. It's not an option, it's not a choice. Sure, I could have started with that, but then I wouldn't have showed you what got me from here to here and why I'm saying the things I do. So yeah. Anyways, I hope all of this made sense. If it didn't, I'm sorry. If it did, I'm happy. I'm still learning. I'm trying to make this video good for you guys, like trying to make people understand him. I'm trying to understand it while I'm doing it myself, because none of these videos, believe it or not, they are not scripted. I'm not writing anything down. I don't have any script of anything. I'm just freestyling, free spitting. So I cut out all the bullshit I say. Well, I should have cut out the whole video then. But like, I cut out all the bullshit I say and I just leave in what makes sense. So yeah. Okay. Well, our hop I like more with the old one, but what I did was I took a new hop-up unit and I put an old knob in it, and that became very nice. You've seen the range tests, you have seen the unboxing, you have seen pluses and minuses, you've seen how I take the hop-up unit apart. Now you just have to do it by yourself. You have to do it on your MTW. It's really easy to take apart. It's not like the fucking Scorpion over there. You know, that I made a very, very nice video on that. So the Scorpion right now is shooting just as good as my MTW. It's not great. It makes me kind of pissed, but hey, it is what it is. Anyways, thank you for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Write in the comments how much you hate me and how much I'm wrong and all the things I'm doing is completely wrong. Or maybe just say, hey, I watched the video. Very nice information, but it's fucking long and I don't have 2 days to watch this, or like, I don't know. I appreciate comments. I have a Discord somewhere in the link down here, up there somewhere, I don't know. Join the Discord, because I do cool shit. We do stuff. It's a community. We share memes, we share cats, I don't know. Anyways, love you all and thank you for watching, and peace. Say to what should you do? What would I recommend the new? Would I recommend? Well, thank you for what. Okay, but let's talk about what do I recommend? What would I say to? What should you do? What? This is so fucking dumb. Was this too cringe? Yeah, probably. God damn it. We want to see